Hi, have you ever been in a relationship before? Most people would have this question: should you or should you not share everything in your relationship? Well, today we're having a debate with Reenie on the theme of thinking that we should share everything. She's from Middlesex University and a first year LLB student. And then we have Hani, which is a first year business student, thinking that we should not share everything in a relationship. Thank you very much and enjoy the show.
Why do you think we should share things in a relationship?
Because now you're no longer somebody who's living alone. You actually have a life partner with you, and you actually have to let that life partner know some things and everything about what's going on.
Alright, so what if, let's say an example, alright? I'm in a relationship, let's just take an example. I'm not in a relationship, alright? So let's just take an example. I'm in a relationship, alright? And I do some kind of business, and I lost a lot of money, and I made a loss, and this is how my business works. Sometimes it's at its highs, sometimes it is at its lows.
If I have a life partner, he has a business like you're saying, and he lost a lot of money. Indirectly, even though you don't tell me that, I will figure it out. I'll find it out because the money you bring to the house or in the relationship will change. So I'll be pissed, I'll be more angry if you don't tell me. I'll figure it out on myself.
No, but that's a business. You're like, the Western society nowadays is living in living relationship, right? So the girl, almost all the girls pay their own expenses, and the boys look after their own expenses. So how would you know that, his bank account or anything? Another thing, let's just take the example of YouTube, right? There have been YouTubers who have had many, girlfriends and stuff. They've been in relationships, they've been out. We have big YouTubers like Jake Paul and Logan Paul. They've had girlfriends in past, right? So, okay, maybe the girl might not want to do that, but eventually it happened. Their girlfriends used their fame to gain followers, and then now they are making their own videos. They're earning money from it, right? And then that's just because they shared everything with them. They shared like how much they're earning. They shared how they're making their content. They gave all the the hard work behind it and everything. And then the girls started using that thing, gaining followers and everything. So what if they wouldn't have shared that part, that professional part with their partners?
Okay, yeah.
Maybe they might not have been broken up.
It's true to a certain extent, but if you look at other aspects, like the person you're going to share things with, everything with, you gotta be sure that, yeah, that's that one person I want to share everything with. I'm not saying like you're gonna be with a girlfriend now who you don't even know whether she's going to be your wife maybe in 5 or 10 years. So that's like no. But if you're with somebody who you trust and there's no reason why you should not share anything with that person, then again, it's okay. Plus, it's the person. If the girl did not ask for you to show me how to do this, such and videos, and you agreed to show me, it's like you're teaching me something. So then again, I'm using what you taught me.
Okay, now this was the professional part, right?
Yeah.
Let's go to some dirty parts right now. Okay, let's say I'm in the university, I have a girlfriend, she's not in the university, she's outside, right?
Mm-hmm.
I come in the university, I hope it happens one day, a girl starts hitting on me, alright?
Okay.
I hope it happens one day, okay? And I go share that with the girlfriend I have.
Okay.
What do you think is her reaction going to be?
Okay, like every girl.
Almost 90% of them.
99%. Okay, not 90, but 99% of the girls would be like, what's your name?
Exactly.
What does she look like?
Exactly.
How did this happen? What's up with you and her?
She will be possessive, she'll be jealous,
No.
she'll be insecure.
Okay. For me, as a girl, I'll appreciate it more if you say there's this girl, she's cheating on me, or something like that. I appreciate the honesty from you, saying that you recognize that there's this girl who's doing this and that to you. I will appreciate that. But if, for example, you don't tell me that part, you don't, you just let the girl hit on you, and then one thing leads to the other, and then there's a whole, I like this girl.
Okay, one question, I want to stop you here. Okay, you will appreciate it for 2 minutes. Because this conversation, if I go to my girlfriend and tell that thing, that conversation is not going to last for 2 minutes. That's going to last for like 2 hours, right? You agree with that?
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah. So that 2 minutes is going to be appreciation. What about after that 2 minutes? For 1
What do
hour,
you wanna
58
do?
minutes. No, what the girl is going to throw at me.
Me, personally, as a girl, because every girl is different. Personally, I will tell you,
To stay away from her?
no, because I'm that kind of person who's not that possessive. Either
I'm
you-
talking about the 99% you
No,
talked
me.
about right now. No, I want the
The
view
okay,
of
90% of these girls will be like, if they really love the guy, they'll be like, then I don't want you to have her number or your phone. I don't want you to.
They are
do
going to be
that.
possessive, jealous,
Exactly.
insecure, right?
Yes.
Okay, so 99, you are saying 90% of girls will behave
Yeah.
like that.
But then there's this other majority.
I don't care about the other. My
percentage.
girlfriend is from the 90, right? I'm sure I'll get the girlfriend from the 90%. So now, why should I go there and share that thing with my girl and start all the issue over and over again? Because that might lead to a breakup now or then, anytime.
It depends on the kind of girl. You just have to know the kind of person you're with.
So I'm
The
saying,
kind
you're
of
saying
person,
that I'm.
if the person cannot handle that, you
Okay.
don't tell them that. If the person can actually handle that, and you know that by saying it at first hand rather than later, then it's okay.
Okay, that's that. Okay. So this is the possessive part of girls. Let's go to another one, alright?
Okay.
We are in a very diverse society, especially here in Mauritius, right? There are people from abroad, there are people from Tanzania, from Pakistan, from India, the local Mauritian people, there are people from Nigeria, you yourself, you are from Seychelles, and all these other places. Everyone has different cultures, right? So different cultures means the way of thinking is different, right?
True.
So all of these things summed up, right? Let's say in some culture, right? The girls are, even their culture, especially in, the subcontinent like India, Pakistan, where girls are not allowed to go out. It's really, saddening, but up till now girls are not allowed to go out and work. They are forced to stay at home and be a housewife type of a thing. That's really saddening. I'm against that myself. But let's say if someone belongs from that particular background, right? And his family doesn't allow the girl to go out, right? But the boy knows that he will be able to stay away from the family and stay somewhere else. But the problem is to discuss all this with the girl you are. You are not yet sure that either she is going to be the one or not. Because look, you don't never know when the relationship is going to end or when you're going to take the big step in a relationship, right? So this type of scenario, if I would be at that person's place, I wouldn't share that to the girl. Why? Because first of all, I'm not sure. Secondly, I know when the situation will come, I will be able to handle it. Thirdly, if I share it with her, it's going to make a really big mess for both of us.
In what sense?
In sense of she being insecure, she not liking my family before even meeting them, she not even trying to settle with my family, she won't even listen to anything. So the hatred will already start to get into her heart. That's how girls are. They're really emotional. If you tell something bad about someone, they get emotional. Especially if it is for someone who you love, or it's for themselves especially, they become wild. That's why I won't share these type of things with the girl. What do you say about it?
Okay. From where I understand from your perspective or your meaning, but from where I come from and me as a person, you gotta tell me. You gotta tell me. I cannot be navigating with somebody in a relationship blindsided. I need direction. I need to see that, hey, we're working together in this relationship. For me, relationship is not just the word relationship, it's partnership. I need the partnership in there, as in if you're okay, just I'm going to take it as an analogy to a businessman. Okay, so there are two businessmen, they work together. You cannot make a deal without my consent because the business is for us. You have to consult me first. You have to tell me that we lost such amount of money in such amount of time.
But that's a professional
No, it applies to relationships too.
thing. Okay.
Partnership, a relationship should not be the word relationship for me. That's my opinion. It should be a partnership whereby both of us are working together for us to actually achieve something. So I need a communication where you're sharing certain details, very, very important details about certain things.
Okay.
So that's what I need from a relationship.
Now, do you have any questions for me to convince me that I should share things if I'm in a relationship with a beautiful girl?
If you're in a relationship with a beautiful girl, what if the girl is ugly?
Like beautiful in nature. I'm not talking about external beautifulness.
Okay. If you were to share something, what would you share with that person?
What time I'm sleeping at the time I'm waking up, that's all.
That's all.
Yeah.
But what's the purpose of you being together? Okay, if you're in the relationship with a person and one day you actually have a family, okay, and your kid misbehaves or did not do his schoolwork well,
I'll be proud of him.
Wait, listen, did not do well at school at all, okay? And since you say strict policy no sharing, you know that information, will you share it with your wife or girlfriend or whatever, that person?
I won't,
Why?
because I would be proud of my son that he's following my steps. That's honest. I'll be proud that he's going on the same path as I am.
This is wrong. What?
Yeah.
I feel that this perspective will change when you become a parent.
Okay, that time is then, so you can't judge the future we are now. Talk about present. Okay, I would share some stuff. Like I went to the university, I might share my grades with her, the grades I get. Like, because I mostly get A and B's, so that's okay. There's no embarrassment in that.
So what will make your relationship with that person different with the friendships, the way you talk to your friends, the way you talk to your
I have a
lecturers?
theory here.
What
theory.
is the difference? Since
I
you're
have-
not sharing
Yeah,
things.
I have a theory here. I have two categories of friends. One who I love a lot, who are close to my heart, alright? And the second ones, they're not friends, they're people I know. For me, they're not friends, they're people I know.
Acquaintances.
Yeah, like hi, hello, how are you? Oh, what's up, what's going on? We have this kind of talk, that's all. When we're in the university, that's all. Right? So for me, the people who are really close to me, I don't share anything with them, but let's say I know you can help me with something and I have some issues that you could help me, then I would come to you and share it with you. But I won't let other of my best friends know. I only have 3-4 friends counting on my fingers. Alright? So I would share with the person who I think might be able to help me. It's not because of the greed of that, because I don't want to get anyone else involved in it, because according to me, I think the more people get involved into a issue, it gets more complicated rather than being solved.
I agree.
So that's why I would just tell the person who I think could be able to resolve that issue with me or help me in some way or the other. Not because I'm using him as friendship. No, the friendship is give and take every time, right? So I would use that person to help me solve the issue, and I won't tell it to anyone. So this is how I am, this is what my nature is. I don't like sharing things with anyone. Yeah, I share things with my father, and that's not the relationship stuff. He would kick me out of his house. So I just share these things, like if I'm working on something and business stuff that I'm doing on my own, or some other stuff, but not relationship.
I
and
understand
stuff.
what you're saying. Like
Yeah.
it's like similar to you. I'm more of the kind of person who doesn't really share much
Yeah.
of my private details to people. Only a few selected people who actually have the privilege of knowing what's going on with me. I get that. But what will make your girlfriend stand out from the way you communicate with the other people. If you're not telling her anything, what will her purpose be in the relationship with you? That's what I'm asking.
I'm a good listener.
So you just listen to her.
Yeah. Now look, it depends. Let's us take an example, alright? You are in law, I am in business. I don't know L about law. L means L-A-W law, right? I don't even know what L means in law, alright?
It's just law.
Yeah, but still, like, I'm just giving you an example. So I know nothing about law. I just know things which concern me, like how to register a business and what are the trading license formalities and stuff. I know that part of the law where my work goes out, alright? So there is no use of you sharing something of law which I am not interested in. You get my point?
Total
Right?
sense, yes.
So if I'm doing a business, let's say I build up a company, alright? And let's say you are my girlfriend, for example, right? So why would you be interested if you don't care about my stuff? Like, okay, you care that I have a business and you want me to be successful, that's a love part of the relationship. But why would you care what's going day to day on in that business? Why would you care if you're not interested? Let's just take an example. I love cars, right? And you don't love cars, right? I had a girlfriend in past. I used to show her car, like, man, this car is awesome. She's like, okay. After this reaction, why would I want to share my things with her? Especially things about car. I wouldn't. Why? Because she's not interested in it. So it's not important that two people who are together have the same interest of same things.
It's true. But if you really love somebody, you show, like, you make an effort to show that, okay, I don't like cars, but maybe I can try and make an effort to understand why you like cars.
That's what I'm telling you.
That's the only effort the person has to do. The person doesn't have to actually
but
like
still,
the car.
it gets boring each and every day.
This means you just
Right?
need a new partner.
I had a girlfriend in past and I used to share, because we were in the same college, we did A-levels together. But again, she was doing science and I was doing commerce. Yeah. So I was doing the accounting part and the economics part, she was doing the thing. But we had maths in common. So we used to study together for maths. We used to share things about the maths. She used to tell me everything that went in the class and stuff and everything. I never used to tell anything that was going in my class. Why? Because she knew no one in my class, first of all. I knew a couple of people in her class because I've always been popular at places I've been at. So I knew people in her class, so she used to tell me that this happened, this sir is good, this sir is bad, and this lecturer, that we had fun or we didn't have fun. But that's how it worked. I never used to tell her anything. Yeah, if I had a talk with her friend, I used to tell her that, yeah, I talked to your friend and this is where we went and we talked about and stuff. That's all. Other than that, I never used to share anything with her.
Why do you want to have a girlfriend? That's the basic question. What do you need from a girlfriend?
I need from a girlfriend.
Like, seriously, what do you need from that person?
Okay. First of all, I just need, if I'm going to be true, I'm never going to girlfriend, you know. So the first thing I would say that I just need a girlfriend to be there, to hang out with someone. That's all. That's all. Nothing more.
So you're at this stage in your life where you just don't want, like,
right now I don't want like someone to share stuff with and do this,
you
do
just
that.
want somebody to hang out with.
Because, why? The reason for it. I think that if you don't end up with a perfect girl, that girl might distract you from your life goals and career. Right?
Okay, so my next question is, since you're saying right now, but what in the future, what kind of girlfriend, if when you're actually done with school, you're settled, and you feel like you're ready to actually take somebody on board and...
I don't know if Bill Gates' daughter is free for relationship, you know?
I'm asking this very serious question.
Just kidding. Alright, so what would I demand from a girl? First of all, I want her to be a part of a family, which includes my mother, my father, and my brother. The other family, it's okay. If she's good with them, it's good. Sounds good. I don't meet them a lot.
So they must like your parents, your
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Why? Because wherever I am today and wherever I will be in future, alright, it's due to them.
I understand you totally.
So if there is someone who comes in my life and tears apart my family, I won't allow that. So the first thing is, if you want me, you have to
Accept where I come
accept
from.
my family. Secondly, she should be educated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because if she's educated, then obviously she will make our children educated in future. So the girl should be educated. It doesn't matter if she has done HR, she's done law, she's done psychology. So that doesn't matter, but she should be educated. She should be a good natured girl, like caring, loving, this type of a girl, if you get what I'm trying to say. Jolly, caring, loving, understanding. So like it should be a complete effort in a relationship. So the conclusion is, at times you should, share things with the person you are with. At times you shouldn't. It completely depends on the situation that's going on at that time of your life. So, but still, you guys can comment down below who had better points. Alright, I think I did, she thinks she did. So let's see who you support. Alright, and just give a big thumbs up, subscribe, and share this video with everyone you know. And we'll try to make some more content like this for you guys. So have fun, peace, bye bye.